Today's video is about my OMEGA. It's a Diver 300 meter coaxial master chronometer chronograph, and it's excellent. Let's just go through the specs on it first. So it's actually made of titanium, tantalum and Sedna gold. Now the Sedna gold is it's an OMEGA trademarked gold. It's similar to a rose gold, but I think it's got a higher content of copper in it. The movement on it is the OMEGA 9900 movement. The case diameter is 44mm, and obviously the dial's blue. It's a self-winding chronograph with column wheel and coaxial escape. It's a certified master chronometer, approved by Metrology, and it's resistant to magnetic fields reaching 15,000 Gauss. Silicon balance spring, 2 barrels mounted in series, time zone function. It's got central hour, minute and chronograph seconds hands. The face itself is rhodium plated with Geneva waves in arabesque, for anybody that's interested in that. The water resistance is 30 bar, so that's 300 meters or 1,000 feet. Specifically, the features are anti-magnetic, chronograph, chronometer, date, master chronometer certified, helium escape valve on the side. It's a numbered edition. The crown is screw-in. The case back is transparent. It's got a unidirectional rotating bezel, which I have to say is so easy to use. And it's got a time zone function, which I find really useful when you're on the plane about to land and you've got to move your watch forwards or backwards. Okay, let's have a closer look at it. It's an absolutely beautiful watch. I actually had the stainless steel Seamaster chronograph prior to buying this. And the story behind that was that I'd been out in Dubai when we got married, and I'd wanted this one. However, not one shop in the whole of Dubai had it, so I ended up getting the stainless steel version, which lasted me for 20 years. And then I saw this, and I absolutely fell in love with it. You can see on the side here, it's a numbered edition. I'm not sure how many numbers there are. I don't think it's a limited edition, just a numbered edition. The bezel itself, as I've said, that's made out of the Sedna gold. It's probably the easiest one that I've had to move around. I don't know whether it's the grip on it or just the movement itself, but it is very satisfying to move. And the Sedna gold is in a number of places. So as I say, we've got it on the bezel, we've got it on the helium escape there, on the chronograph buttons, and also on the crown itself. And it's also in the links. You can see it there. Now, this is titanium. However, you can see a darker colour, maybe better. You can see a darker colour in between the Sedna gold links there. So it goes titanium, gold, tantalum, gold, titanium. The tantalum is also on the bezel here, going around. You can see the tantalum and then the Sedna gold. If we have a look at the clasp, so this is an everyday watch, this. So you can see that it is getting scratched, but I'm not going to put it into a cupboard and just take it out for the special occasions. It is an everyday watch. I like the shape of the openers there, and simply press them both together and it opens. And unlike the previous Seamaster that I had, the adjustment on this, if you can see it here, you push this in and that should, yeah, it just slides like that. So that slides out there. And if I'm not mistaken, it has a number of settings too. So you can, that's the first one, second one, and third one. And that's primarily for if you're using it on the outside of a wetsuit. Close it up again. If we have a look on the back, it's a clear case, which is crystal again. And you may be able to see the weight moving. There we go. Which is obviously the winder. It's fully automatic. One of the nicest things about the watch is actually the box that it comes in. It is absolutely stunning. It's almost a feat of engineering in itself. So we just take this out. Now you obviously get your official cards with it. So what we've got there, we've got an international warranty, a master chronometer card, and a pictograms card, which I've no idea what that is. And you get an operating manual with it as well. But specifically, if we look at the case, look at the engineering. It's all metal on top there. I'll show you. So all this is metal with a glass front, and on the side there you've got something that pulls out, and as you pull it out it springs open. Do that again, pop that back, springs open, and inside obviously that's where your watch goes. But it's absolutely, it's just so well made. It's so heavy. I actually purchased the watch probably about 3 months ago from Ernest Jones in Manchester in St Anne's Square. If you're in Manchester or the surrounding area, that is an absolutely fantastic shop to go to. Doesn't have to be for Omega. We've just bought a Breitling from there as well, but the service was outstanding. Can't recommend the staff and the place highly enough. In summary, well, I love the watch. I think it stands out from the crowd. It's not your usual gold metal watch. It's truly stunning. I really like being able to just change the hours when you're changing the time instead of the minutes when you're changing time zones. That's a really useful feature, that, because you're not having to reset it specifically every time. Once you've set it accurately, it's then set. You can change the hours and it won't change the minutes and the seconds. So that's a really good feature. I love it. I really do like it. Omega, you've done a good job. You've done an excellent job. I got started on Omegas. My dad went out working in Greece when I was about 5 years old, and he wanted to buy himself a watch, and it was a toss-up between, do I get a Rolex or do I get an Omega? They weren't the sort of prices that we're talking about these days. And the thing that made him go for his Seamaster was it was in a fish tank, and obviously that appealed to him, so he bought that model of Omega. That's a good bit of marketing, Omega. And I've stuck with Omegas since then. And 20 years later, I've got this. A truly stunning, eye-catching watch that I'm more than happy to have on my wrist. Well done, Omega.